The world is weird.
And/or wonderful.
And I'm taking my curious little pal Ryan Bergara around to explore every last little bit of it.
Where are we?
We're in Montana!
Whoa, wow! Yeah! To the mountains!
Montana, also known as Big Sky Country, due to its breathtakingly vast open spaces and seemingly never-ending sky. That's not all Montana is known for. It's also called the Treasure State, thanks to its abundant natural minerals such as gold and silver, which have turned Montana into a prospector's mining mecca. In fact, their official motto is Oro y Plata, which means gold and silver. It's even featured on the state flag. Mining has played a significant role in Montana's rich history. So, for our first destination, we're taking you to a place known as the richest hill on Earth, Butte, Montana. Butte is home to a vast underground network of tunnels built during the city's booming mining era. To learn more about its fascinating history, we connected with Old Butte Historical Adventures. There, we had the pleasure of meeting Bob, a charming local historian with a wealth of knowledge to share.
Butte has 3 different nicknames, and that is we are a mile high and a mile deep, and we're all on the level. And all 3 parts that are true. Mile high city above sea level, the mile deep is the Moncon mine, and all those colored lines are tunnels.
Oh my God!
10,000 miles of tunnels within a 5 square mile area.
That's a lot of tunnels.
Yeah. 1864, we had the gold rush, so that lasted until 1869. From 1869 to 1874, silver. In 1876, the telegraph telephone. 1879, the electric light. Then the need for copper. 21+ billion pounds of copper.
Holy smokes.
Enough copper to pave an interstate highway 4 inches thick, shoulder to shoulder, 450 miles long.
Woo-wee.
Drive from Butte, Montana to Salt Lake City, Utah on the Salt Copper Highway.
That's a ways.
But Butte grew so fast in the 1880s that we also ended up with double-decker sidewalks. That sidewalk you just see out there today,
Yeah?
and one below it. Storefronts down below grade.
Are they still there?
There's bits and pieces of them left today.
Oh my God.
That's cool.
By 1905, Butte was 100,000 people. Butte was also part of the major vaudeville circuit. All the top entertainers went through this town.
Is that so?
Mark Twain came here 1895.
Nice.
Ethel Barrymore, L. Jolson, Caruso, they all went through here. Clark Gable was a shoe salesman here in Butte before he got his break in movies.
Gable selling shoes?
Yeah.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson, I think he's from around here.
I had no idea. Who's that?
Modern Family, the red-haired boy.
Yes, I know him. I know his work. He's funny.
Lucille Ball considered Butte her home.
Oh, that's amazing because she's one of my favorite celebrities of all time.
Oh, but Jesse Tyler Ferguson doesn't matter to you?
I think she's the superior
I
redhead.
know you said what you said.
Butte was such a city too that in 1916, Butte, Montana here hosted the National Elks Club Convention.
Oh, I've been to some of those lodges.
We built a little elk to greet them.
What would you do at the convention of elk? Would you look at elk or would you ride an elk?
No, it was Elks Club is a men's group.
Oh, it was just a name. It wasn't like they're actually, I
Right.
see. That's
That
a
was
big
just-
ass
that
elk.
was- yeah.
Wait, did you think that an Elks Club was a group of elk?
No, I thought that they would go and gather and look at elk. Cause like, you know, like a nature hike or something like that.
I think it's similar to in the Flintstones when Fred would go out and they'd wear, you know, little horns on their head.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch the Flintstones. I wasn't really, it's kind of before my time.
Prime time when I was a child.
Yeah.
During Prohibition now.
Glad I
you
wasn't
like
alive then.
Prohibition, right?
Oh yeah, we love it.
Well,
I think alcohol is a gateway to sinfulness and hell.
If I lived in the Prohibition, I'd go down to the mines and never come back.
1916, Montana put in its very first Prohibition laws.
Oh man.
Federal government didn't start Prohibition until January 17th, 1920.
Oh, so they were early.
That's right. We put our laws in place that gave us 9 months to hide.
Ha!
We knew it was coming, so we prepared for it. Butte was a two-fisted drinking mining town.
That's true. Miners need their little sips, you know.
212
sips.
bars in the city limits of Butte. 8 to 10 bars per city block.
And you could double up because you got the double-decker sidewalks.
That's right. This right here proves that the federal government was making money off of whiskey during Prohibition. 3 gallons of 100 proof, manufactured in 1916, bottled in the spring of 1928, 5.5 years before Prohibition ended.
100 proof, that's still about what it is now, right? Whiskey?
Well, 80, most of it's 86.
Oh, 86.
Miners, miners. They need that extra kick.
You need the extra kick. You're gonna be in the
You're
mine all
going in
day.
the mine.
But there's a loophole in the law.
Oh, hello. This case contains 24 pints of non-beverage pure whiskey at 100 proof, which was manufactured prior to January 17th, 1920. These spirits were tax paid at the non-beverage rate for medicinal purposes.
Oh, the
Will
medicinal.
subject
You had to go to your doctor and get your prescription.
The glaucoma.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The glaucoma of the 1920s.
You're a little loud for that glaucoma.
Your medical marijuana today.
I do need my medicine.
Wouldn't mind a prescription for that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm telling you, if I lived in that prohibition, I'd stick a dynamite in my mouth.
So you take your prescription from your doctor, take it to the Clinton Drug Company. 24 pints of whiskey addressed to the Clinton Drug Company.
Oh my God.
That's where we found those 18 crates. Empty, brand new bottles still in the box.
Wow. Oh, you got one?
The bottles were illegal to be sold during Prohibition
Yeah.
because of the shape.
Interesting. Classic brown paper bag shape.
Yeah, that's right. Fits real nice in your shirt pocket,
see.
pants
That's true.
pocket.
That's a
Too
traveler.
easily concealed.
Yeah.
All bottles were labeled standard self-polishing liquid wax.
Beautiful floors without drudgery.
Oh God, I'd love to drink that.
And
Something
down
that
the
says
bottom it
liquid
says
wax.
dilute this wax 90 to 95% with water. That's a nice little
good.
code for 180 to 190 proof.
That's strong.
That's a good workaround. I'm gonna start bringing a prescription every time I go out on a Friday night.
Yeah, no.
Be like, Doc said, give me a whiskey.
That's a good bit. Yeah, that's good.
Should we go see how this all worked?
Oh, we'd love to.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start out over here in the corner.
All right, let's go check it out.
We'll go through here, show you how double-decker sidewalks work.
Whoa.
Those are pull-up floors, and a floor set of stairs to go to the basement.
Fascinating.
Entrance
yeah,
to
you
the
can see it
lower-level
down here.
sidewalk right here.
Look
Wow.
at that.
That's really
You
cool.
could go down here and you could travel almost anywhere 8 blocks underneath.
You think they'll ever fire them back up?
No.
They could open up a little hot topic down there. or
Well,
something.
there was going to be a little restaurant we put in down there, and we got booted out.
I wouldn't mind going to a little underground restaurant. It'd be a cool scene.
Now, in the 1920s, if you were being arrested here in Butte,
Yeah.
they didn't have radios for communications yet.
Right.
So what would they do?
They would take the prisoner and handcuff him to the nearest phone.
My life is
Well, ideally not in weather conditions like this.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Then they would go down to the corner and call for the paddy wagon to come get you. So we're going to head over to the city jail, which was closed down in 1971, classifying it as a dungeon.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Let's go
well.
to prison, big boy.
Before Bob takes us down underground, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate this beautiful fresh snow coating the building and mountains like powdered crystals. Now that's a quintessential Montana moment. Now, to the dungeon. They were like, we gotta shut this down. It is technically a dungeon.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
after a kid named Keith Earl Johnson died in here.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, you can't be letting kids die.
Well, he was 21 years old,
Oh, well, then that's
Yeah, you
fine.
know.
What crime was he in for?
disturbing the peace.
Well, you can't
Damn.
do that.
You know,
Peace is important.
I do like my peace.
I mean, you shouldn't die in jail.
This was an uninsulated steam pipe.
Oh, I better watch out here. Ryan, you should be okay because you're
if
such a little
and
guy.
there's a nice little 2-spot trip hazard here at the doorway.
That's sweet of them.
Let's see if I even have to watch my head. I bet you I don't. Nope. Okay, never mind.
Oh, you did.
This was your nightly drunk tank. Every drunk that went into this cell probably went in here face first
That makes sense.
because the police probably didn't tell the drunks to watch their step.
Oh, yeah, that's a doozy for an inebriated fella. You see that?
Am I
right
able to
there?
walk in here? Is
Yeah.
that? Oh,
Let's check it out.
don't lock that door, Shane.
No, I don't. Is this all genuine graffiti?
Whoa, now that's a good sound. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I like the vibes.
That's all original graffiti. The writing that you see on the top there of the ceiling, that's done with the old cigarette lighters.
Oh,
Oh, really? Wow, wait, this is beautiful. Do you have a favorite bit of graffiti? No?
Not really.
Ryan, do you have one?
Falcon.
Put it this way, some of the graffiti that's in here, you can't film. Look through the wall right there.
Whoa, hang on. We should film this.
No.
It's a sexy lady.
No, you can't.
That's stunning. I
Whoa,
guess
this looks like Leo DiCaprio from Titanic was locked up in here. There's a naked woman on a bed.
someone's drawing feet.
Okay, careful. You're
It's
gonna
a-
hurt your forehead pressing your face against those bars, man.
There's
It's just-
Snoopy.
It's just a drawing.
Snoopy's here.
This cell here we named after Butte's local bad boy, Mr. Robert Evil Knievel.
Wait, is this where he got his?
The nickname.
Because he was next door to a man named Awful Knaawful.
Really?
Right?
Robert Knievel was arrested in 1956 in May. He was arrested again in October with Mr. William Knaufel.
I love
And
it.
the story has it that the jailer down here was gathering up prisoners to take upstairs in front of the judge. Looked in the cell and said, oh my God, Mr. Evil Knievel and Mr. Awful Knaufel.
Wow.
What did he do to get locked up?
Which time?
How about the one that's the funniest time?
This one here, he ran his motorcycle up the courthouse steps.
That's pretty funny. He's a funny guy.
That's classic.
I'd love to do that if I could ride a motorcycle. Alas,
he's
I
a
can't.
motorcycle guy, you know?
And these are all officers who were killed in the line of duty.
Oh.
Your 1920s policeman's whistle,
And a Tommy gun.
and then that is an actual 1928 45 caliber 50 shot clip Thompson machine gun.
That's crazy.
You ever shoot one of those?
No.
Me neither.
Did your parents know the Capones?
Yeah, Al sent a barrel of booze to my great-grandparents' wedding.
The Madej's up to no good.
Today they call police cops. That stands for Constable on Patrol.
I've heard that, yeah.
And they also used to say in the 20s and 30s, coppers.
Copper.
Coppers.
You'll never
19
take me alive, Copper.
Yeah, he does a good
Okay.
sort of prohibition man. Do it one-
rod right here.
Yeah, that's right. He does this all. I ask him to do this all the time.
This was your interrogation cell. They would take the prisoner and bring him over and have him sit down.
Okay, so this looks like an electric chair almost.
No, it's just an old
Strap
chair.
you down.
That's right.
We got ways of making you talk.
They strap you in, and then the police would turn on their heater up here to make it even hotter.
Oh,
We're gonna sweat the truth out of you, boy.
That's right. Right after I pick up this penny right here.
Okay?
thought you were about to sit on my lap. Did you find a penny?
I thought the fart was going to be louder.
Oh,
And then the poster was here.
support your local police.
Be a snitch!
After spending some time in the clink, Bob takes us for a drink to an old secret underground speakeasy.
Now you're talking my language.
This was the entrance to the 1912 hotel. The lobby of the hotel was in the basement because of the noise and pollution here.
I see. So this was a legitimate establishment.
Right.
Fancy.
And they converted it in 1919 to a speakeasy. And we're gonna go into a little tiny cloak closet over here.
Okay.
The first thing I see over here is a coat rack and a hangers.
Secret.
No, that was there.
Oh,
The coat rack and hangers
I
were
thought
there
maybe you
when we
grabbed
found
a
them.
hat and went like da-dunk, da-dunk.
No.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, like a Scooby-Doo scenario.
You hang up your fur coat, then you fix your hair and your makeup in the mirror.
All right.
Then you knock on the door, and they'd open up a little flap in the door, and they would tell you to speak easy.
It's got.
Go ahead.
Just a bunch of old folks in here getting absolutely sloshed.
Oh boy!
When you were out there in that cloak closet, the door was closed.
Two-way mirror!
Exactly.
No! Oh my God! So they could tell if they were, letting in.
They already knew who you were.
Wait, let me go on the other
Yeah,
side.
Ryan, get on the other side. Nice night we got here, eh, Bob?
Yeah.
Who's there? Surly looking fella. I don't know that we should let him in. He's good for the money. So the local cops in town,
Yeah, they ever bust this place?
did they raid it or were they on the level?
Well, the History Channel thought that this was your hangout of your mayor, your police chief, and your judges.
Right.
Because you go out that back door, you can come up in the alley right across from the jail.
Police station, yeah, it's pretty close.
Location.
This looks like maybe the sort of area where a show would take
Yeah,
place.
your band would be sitting there, your bookie would be sitting over here taking bets on your baseball game.
Or
Nice.
nowadays, Jesse Tyler Ferguson might step up here, recite some of his monologues from Modern Family.
Another Jesse
Yeah.
Tyler Ferguson.
Montana's own.
Wouldn't music be like defeating the purpose of like the old secret operation they got going there?
Well,
played
this was put in here as a lobby for the hotel.
I see.
It was converted to a speakeasy in 1919.
Just really cool to imagine a bunch of ghosts still in here.
Bob, are you a believer of ghosts, spirits?
They don't bother me.
So you do
see, he
believe.
believes
you
in
do
them.
believe.
Well, there's been people said they've seen stuff. We've got pictures of orbs up the yin yang in here.
He loves orbs.
I do love
He's an orb guy.
I'm an orb guy.
Now, right here is a medical prescription for 1 ounce, 3 to
some
4
booze?
times a day.
1 ounce, 3 to 4 times a day. Wow.
It's only good for 4 days.
I see.
4 days, 4 ounces, that's a pint.
That's a lot of
Which you
whiskey.
could go to your drugstore and get from your doctor. These are 2 different newspaper articles. Both of these are from March 8th, 1928. Dry Squad raids places in Butte. Many arrests made when big staff swoops down on soft drink places. This one here is Marcus Daly's newspaper.
Let people drink, you know.
33 alleged joints were raided that night. Owners arrested, liquor spilled. 150 gallons of whiskey. They dumped it down the drains.
That's unbelievable.
Squares!
That sewer was hammered that night.
I'd be crawling into the sewer being like, yeah, don't
The rats are down there.
150 gallons of whiskey, 1,500 bottles of beer, and 130 gallons of wine were destroyed that night.
And wine? Even wine?
Even wine.
The blood of the Lord.
That's crazy.
But if you were running this gin joint and the chief of police was in here, he couldn't get caught, could he?
No, he could not.
So he's gonna lock himself in the bathroom.
This is like what you do at Watcher.
It is. Except I'm in there for hours at a time.
Oh! Did he escape?
I think he's escaped. Anyways, what'll it be, sir? A rough night. Oh! The compass!
Oh, he's got a gun! Shortly after Bob arrested us for being too chatty, we made a daring escape through the underground tunnels and headed to the majestic mountains of Helena, the state's capital. Oh, those snow-covered peaks are truly enchanting, creating a real-life winter wonderland. It's the perfect setting for our next adventure at Little Grizzly Ranch. Although don't let the name fool you, as it has nothing to do with grizzly bears. Fortunately for us. All right, well, here we are at Little Grizzly Ranch. What's so funny?
You really do look like a local alcoholic weatherman.
A little bit. Well, I'm happy to be here. We're here with Jessica and Rachel. Can you tell us a little bit about Little Grizzly Ranch?
I'd love to. So this actually used to be a mining claim. Like as little as 10 years ago, this was a big open pit.
What were they mining?
Mining gold. This was a
Hell
placer
yeah.
mine.
He's got gold fever. We both got gold fever.
Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. We're
Where's
done
the
digging.
mine?
We're done digging it up.
For some little
Well, we're on
dances.
top of it actually.
We're on top?
We are.
No, hey buddy.
You
we're
might
here
need
for
a
the
little
horses
bigger
today.
shovel.
Yeah.
Nah, I got it.
You know, once the good gold was mined out and all the reclamation was done, we looked around and said, like, what else could we do with this place? Having always had a couple of horses around, we decided to take that and run with it.
I love that.
You're literally sitting on a gold mine.
Well, now it's just dirty gold.
Well,
down
it's
there,
still,
right?
you know, you don't have to make,
Well,
bring
she
it
said
down.
all the good gold was gone.
I was trying to
so
make a
assume
nice
there's just some
Montana
dirty
moment,
gold.
and you ruined the Montana
I ruined
moment.
the Montana moment. We're having a nice Montana moment out here, though. Tell us a little bit about this beautiful animal.
Yeah, this is Bastel. We call her Bassie. She's the real star of the show. She's a Suffolk Punch, which is a breed of horse that no one's ever heard of. They're an endangered breed, actually.
Is that so?
wow.
Which is a shame because they're really wonderful, well-dispositioned horses. But they're really big. So she weighs about 2,000 pounds.
Wow.
If you can see her
Look at
feet
those hooves.
through the snow, they're the size of a dinner plate.
Relative to, what's that other big one, a Clydesdale?
Okay,
Not
yeah.
quite as big or
Relative
bigger?
to a Clydesdale. So here's the crazy thing. She weighs just as much as most Clydesdales, or maybe a little bit more, but she's shorter.
I see.
I was going to say, is Bassie used to seeing humans that are taller than her?
Yeah.
Is she gonna freak out?
So.
She looks very
It's
happy.
pretty hard to freak her out. I
see.
think the worst I've ever seen her get scared, she went like this, and then she was done.
Could I pet Bassie?
You can pet Bassie.
Bassie, is it okay if I pet you?
You're right.
Am I supposed to still be holding this?
Oh, we could pass it around.
Okay, I feel like...
Rachel,
She didn't like that! Can I ask her a question? Oh my God. I've never interviewed a horse before. Bassie, skiing or snowboarding?
Snowboarding.
Wow, she sounds so much like you.
Wow, that's incredible.
That's crazy. Did you hear that?
So what can we expect out of the sleigh ride today? Tell us a little bit about what we're going to get up to.
So we go up our little forested mountain trail. It's going to be a pretty smooth trip. We've got this wonderful fresh powder.
Pow.
Yeah, that's really going to help us glide along so it won't be bumpy at all. I can sing Christmas carols for us. It's a little bit past Christmas time.
We'll
but
sing them.
I'll
I
sing
love
it.
Christmas.
Yeah, sure, why not? It's
Yeah.
always
yeah,
Christmas.
Just something about the fresh snow and the sleigh kind of conjures up Christmas images.
Yeah.
Love it.
What kind of groups usually come to do the sleigh rides? Families,
Yeah.
lovers,
Oh, yes.
a kid
Lots of
show.
families. This is a really popular date night.
I would imagine.
I imagine.
Yeah.
You ever have to spray somebody with the hose when they're in the sleigh because they're getting a little too frisky?
I'm the driver. I just focus on the horse.
You gotta.
I
You
just
just
look
ignore the
forward
noises?
and
Yeah.
do my
All the
job.
noises.
All right, well, I got to say, I'm excited to get on this sleigh.
You're so excited, your mustache is frozen.
That's when you know. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
No, don't slip.
Do I look like the kind of guy who would slip?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, very graceful. That's nice. We got little blankets here. Oh, that's cozy. That's nice and cozy.
Well, this is very romantic.
All right. Now, this is a nice Montana moment for us.
It is a nice little Montana. It'll be even a nicer Montana moment when I get these hand warmers in.
Who needs hand warmers when you got the warmth of
A friendship. Oh, yeah. Same
Pow
thing.
pals.
Pow pals.
Look at us. We got fresh pow. We're pals.
It's like that one time we went to that soda shop and we were pop pals.
We're a couple of pop pals.
We're pop pals.
Okay. That's just how it is.
We've been on so many adventures.
Oh, Bessie looks so happy out here. You guys good? We're good. Wow. These more happy little horses with their little coats on.
Nice.
Oh, ooh, someone's got some hay.
Oh, you hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling, too. Come on, it's lovely weather, we're right together with you. Have you ever ridden a sleigh before?
Maybe as a boy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a thing a boy does, right?
I think
A boy rides a sleigh. Did you ride sleigh as boy?
One time. Not as nearly as majestic as this.
We have actual snowfall. This is a winter wonderland.
That's a Montana moment.
This is a Montana moment as far as I can tell.
I give this 10 Montana moments out of Montana
10 Montana moments out of 10? That's too many Montana moments. I love when snow is freshly fallen and you see it
Oh, there's nothing better
clinging to the boughs.
than the feeling of fresh pow under your sneakers.
Pow on the bow. You'd like to just get lost in it, wouldn't you? Remember, did you ever see March of the Penguins?
I did see March of the Penguins.
Do you remember when one of them goes crazy and walks off on his own?
I don't know if I remember
Or was that on Encounters at the Edge of the World with the Werner Herzog? That sounds more Werner Herzog.
I was about to say, it doesn't sound very March of the Penguins.
He went crazy. He just started walking toward the mountains and left everybody to die.
Well, that's really sad.
And when I see the winter landscape like this, sometimes it beckons, you know? The call of the void.
There's a chance that you might just walk off into the woods.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I understand it, you know, when I look out at those beautiful boughs. Whoa! Look at this beautiful Christmas tree.
Now, do these balls grow on this tree natively?
Yes.
That's crazy because we have to put them on our trees in California.
Oh, that's a shame. You gotta get one of these real Montana ones.
We got to get some of those Montana balls.
Do you guys decorate around the holidays or put like a little snowman out?
We do decorate, yeah. I like a good Hobby Lobby trip.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's good.
This is beautiful.
This is beautiful. I could get lost out here, quite literally and also just metaphorically.
Shall we sing some carols?
Can we do that?
Yeah, those are all like 400 years old.
That's true.
Jesus wrote them all.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Jesus wrote Jingle Bells. We're a couple of really rugged guys, you know, when you think about it.
No, we're kind of like Bear Grylls.
I was gonna say Jack London, but yeah,
Basically the same thing.
basically sort of a Bear London or a Jack Grills. I'll be Bear London, you be Jack Grills.
I like the last name Grills.
Jack Grills.
I'm Jack Grills.
These are all of, I assume, Bassie's friends. I don't know that they all necessarily get along. Maybe
Sure they do.
Maybe there's some gossip going around. Sometimes horses are clicky.
God, I love
Or
the
Cloppy.
mountains. Nothing's too cold for Jack Grills.
Wait, are we experiencing a Montana moment right now?
On the count of 3, say Montana moment.
1, 2, 3.
Montana moment.
Snowflakes, just like a dream, they fall upon my face. How they gather gently on the trees and sides. Oh, what a time for us to dream of the magic coming to us.
Well,
that was positively pleasant.
that was an absolutely wonderful little ride. I'm coming back. I'm never going back to LA.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying you were lost in the sleigh.
In a way, I'm often lost in the sleigh. People say that about me.
That's the old lost in the sleigh Madej over there. Well, you know what? Why don't we go get lost somewhere else in Montana?
I could use some hot cocoa
I
now.
could use a couple more Montana moments.
Thank you, Bassie.
See you later.
Thank you, Jessica and Rachel.
Before leaving Grizzly Ranch, you know the Bergoos and I had to partake in an old winter tradition. A snowball fight, complete with snow angels. And after playing in the snow, we headed to the perfect spot to warm our bodies and our spirits.
Headframe Spirits, Butte's local distillery and tasting room. Every sip at this establishment is like taking a taste of Butte's rich mining history. I heard it from the locals. Well, it's time to put that history into our little bellies. Oh, what a long, wonderful day it's been. And we're here to close things out at Headframe Spirits with our good friend, Kat.
Hi y'all, welcome to Butte, welcome to Headframe.
We've had a wonderful day here. Beautiful town. That's
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's right. Tell us a little bit about Headframe Spirits. What's going on here? Looks like you might be making some sort of alcoholic beverages. I won't drop a dime on you.
Yes, so we have been in operation for 11 years now. Here at the end of February, we opened on a leap year. So actually every 4 years, we make a new spirit to celebrate our birthday.
You opened on February 29th?
Yep.
Where do you
11
keep all
years
the
ago.
spirits? It's pretty dangerous.
Yes, so we actually have a headquarters.
You keep them in your headquarters?
He's a
I'm
ghost
confused.
hunter.
Oh, the spirits? I don't
Yeah,
believe in that.
Isn't that the
Okay.
ghost
I
machine?
know I'm in the wrong town, but
I'm with you on that. It's a bunch of hooey.
it's a bunch of hooey.
We have a machine like this back in Watcher.
Yeah, we do. This one's not full of ghosts, Ryan. It's full of something that could turn you into a ghost.
So we make all of our spirits from start to finish here.
What kind of spirits do you make here?
We do a vodka, a gin, and our main focus is on whiskeys.
Nice.
And what we're most known for is our Orphan Girl Bourbon Cream.
I've heard about this. Now, I love a cream. I love cream.
He loves cream.
I'm a big fan of egg creams, root beer floats.
White Russians.
Eggnog. White Russians, yes.
Well, if-
milk punches.
Ooh, milk punches. Lord almighty, bury me.
If you guys love a root beer float, our signature cocktail, the Orphan Girl's pretty much what put us on the map, that's how we're known, is the Dirty Girl. It is Orphan Girl Bourbon Cream and root beer, tastes like an adult root beer float.
Well, that's good because we're a pair of dirty boys.
Yeah, I guess you could say we're dirty boys. Yeah. The name Orphan Girl, where does that come from? An orphan girl?
It's from a mine. So we name all of our spirits after mines or head frames located here in Butte to stay close to our history.
I heard people talking about the head frames. Can you tell us more about the head frames?
So
What's
head
going
frames,
on?
if you saw out on the way, those big towers.
Big towers.
Yes, So a head frame is what would lower the miners down into the mine
I see.
and pull them back out.
Just a nice scenic lookout view. Is that what they're used for now?
I mean, I don't know if I'd climb on one. That seems a little dangerous.
You should try it out, man.
I'll give it a shot. The old fashioned here also seems unique.
Our old fashions are phenomenal. We get told all the time that we have fabulous old fashions. I personally really like it with our Distiller Select. If you guys would like to sample it, we can pour some straight from the barrel here.
Oh,
That sounds great. Yeah,
straight
sure.
from the
Let's do
barrel?
that.
Yes.
Straight from the barrel, Buster
Oh
Brown.
my God. I want to just lean my head back and just have it pour into my mouth.
And then we just lay it to rest.
Yeah, that's right. Does anybody ever lean their head back and have it pour into their mouth?
No, absolutely not. That is very unsanitary.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
come on, dude.
I was quizzing you.
That was a test.
I was testing you.
So our Never Sweat Distiller Select is another version of our Never Sweat, picked by our head distiller each time we need a new barrel, and it'll range from a 121 proof to a 128 proof. This current barrel is sitting about 128.
Nice.
Do you have any, sometimes when you go to a whiskey tasting, they tell you like, oh, just do a sniff and what's the technique here?
What you want to do is you're going to want to kind of give it a little swirl,
Okay.
give it a smell, be interested in what you're smelling first,
Oh, we're
and
just
then
smelling.
take it
Okay,
to your
sorry.
taste buds.
Okay, so I'm interested in what I'm smelling. I'm interested in what I'm smelling.
Oh, that's.
Are there any notes I should be looking out for? I find when people put the suggestion in my brain, then I can usually
Then
pick them out.
I want to see what you have to say first
Okay,
before
okay.
I put the suggestion in your brain.
Okay. Let's see if we can do a note off. I'll see if we can. Did you already drink it?
No, I just took a little sip.
Notes. I'm trying. It smells strongly of whiskey.
You know what it is? You got to open your mouth while you smell.
Is that the thing?
Because then you won't smell it. Yeah, now you smell it, right? It smells a little bit fruity.
bit
A little
more.
fruity.
A little fruity.
Little fruit. I get caramel vibes.
Cinnamon.
Little cinnamon, little
Getting
char.
a little bit of popcorn.
okay.
Char.
So we
steak.
always age bourbon in a brand new charred oak barrel.
Fascinating. Ryan knew all this because he's a big whiskey guy. He's
Yeah.
got books.
I know all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I did. No, I know all about drinking it.
That's all you need to know,
That's
right?
all. And I know how to do that really well.
All right. So do
Alright,
we
go
sip
ahead.
now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty smooth for a Distiller Select for a
It is
cast
smooth.
drink.
Oh yeah, is that
I mean,
strong?
you definitely
Is that
feel it
strong?
all the way down.
Oh, I felt
I was gonna say, I feel it in my toes.
It's going all the way down.
Yeah.
Is it stronger right out of the barrel? What?
So you proof it like when you're distilling it. So you can always change the proof on something.
Yeah, I don't
So
think
we
I
didn't-
understand
we
this whole
don't proof-
process.
We
if
didn't
I'm
proof
really-
this down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That feels
Where
so
our original
good.
80, our original Never Sweat is proof to an 80.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sweating in a good way though. I felt that in my shoulders, like my shoulders
Yeah.
feel looser now.
Oh, you're gonna get heat in your cheeks.
Ooh, I like heat in my cheeks in both ways.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like doing a little dance?
I'm doing it, even as you said that.
He
I'm
can't
doing
even
a little
stop.
dance.
He's doing this involuntarily.
Feet don't fail me
Can we
now.
add some squeaking sound effects to his knees?
That's nice. That is how I dance. This is how I dance.
That's a good dance.
Well, now that we've had a sip of your finest, I think maybe it's time we try a couple
Let's get dirty.
girls. Let's get dirty, mon frere.
Dirty girls?
Let's get dirty.
Let's do something. All right, I like it.
All right, let's go get some dirty girls. Dirty.
Ooh, icy, icy, icy.
I love root beer.
I do love root beer as
love
well.
root beer.
That's why I'm excited for this drink.
Me too. Oh, there comes the cream burn. Very creamy. Quite creamy.
It's like a symphony of flavor.
Comes a root beer. Ooh, and you gotta be gentle with a root beer pour because you know it gets foamy.
That's true. Root beer's just like beer.
Oh my word. Oh, look at it go.
Kat, you are an artist.
Enjoy, y'all.
Thank you
I will
so
enjoy
much.
it. 2 dirty girls for 2 dirty boys.
And a cheers. Oh my, that's good.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a 10. That's 10. That's 10 Montana.
I think that's a 10. That tastes like a Montana moment in a glass. Now that's a Montana moment.
That's I thought the same thing. What are the odds of that?
Bergooz, we've had a heck of a day here in Montana. What's your favorite part?
Let me just take a sip and I'll tell you.
Yeah, let's see if it comes to you. You close your eyes.
It's good.
It's good, Rupert.
Oh man, that other than that moment right there.
Yeah, this is quite something.
What about Bassie?
Sweet Bassie. Oh, do you remember when that horse, Sweet Bassie, rolled around like a dog?
I know, it made me so excited I had to roll around myself.
Let's reminisce about Bassie rolling around. If I had to pick my favorite Montana moment, it's a tie, frankly, between the sleigh ride
The sleigh ride, yeah, okay.
and all that is pop.
Do you have a favorite street corner in Butte?
No. He didn't have a favorite street corner in town, but maybe after today he'll think about that.
And sure, he
decide.
held me at gunpoint, but that's besides the point.
Well, you were acting up.
This is maybe one of my favorite drinks I've ever had.
It's really
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah, not-
I'm a huge root beer float man.
Yeah.
And this is like an adult root beer float.
Yeah.
This should be in every bar in America.
I don't ever want to drink anything else.
Neither do I.
It's just this from here on out. I'll tell you what, Montana's very big and we only saw but a slice of it.
Just a little corner.
Oh, but weren't she tasty?
Oh, it was a tasty little corner.
Nice little nibble.
And I'm sitting there licking my fingers at the end.
You're licking them all the way up. Yeah.
I'd come back to the big sky country.
Me too.
I can't really think of a better way to end the trip, though.
No, I really can't.
Tossing it down with a couple dirty girls.
A bud and some booze.
That's right. Oh, wow. Now, what do we have here? Yowza!
That's how you warm up.
Theatricality!
Wow.
Is that fire real?
You're
Yes,
supposed
it is.
to eat it while it's still on fire.
I don't think that's how it works.
I think that's how it works. Now the notes, you know. Give a little,
Oh, that smells really good.
I'm gonna give a little taste. Yeah.
Let me see.
Ooh. A little spicy. A little spicy in the throat. Just a hint of spice.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Well, I'm glad you guys joined us for this special episode of Weird Wonderful World.
It's been a treat. I think that about does it for our time here in Montana. All good things come to an end.
No!
Yeah.
Thank you, Montana, for having us out.
It's been an absolute blast. Hey, for all you folks at home, stay curious and keep on exploring that weird, wonderful world that lies all around you.
Bars.
Not just bars, but other places
No,
too.
I meant like bars, like, you know, like a rapper. Like bar.
a rapper?
Never mind. Just drink your drink.
Okay, all right. Bye-bye.